real world. And you may have had trials up until this point, but now life's about to get real serious. And it gets hard sometimes. I'm not gonna stand before you long. I just want to try to give you a little bit of encouragement if I can. I was questioning. I truly had no idea what I was going to say. I was praying about it, and I didn't know, and my mind doesn't always work like a normal person. And that's okay, because, God said that we were peculiar people, so I don't mind being strange. And if you serve God, you're going to be a little strange yourself. And I was thinking at first, I didn't know it was just going to be college graduates for the most part. I was thinking it was going to be 12th graders. And for some reason, my mind thought 12th grade. And I thought about the 12th track of Outkast's first album, which was Get Up, Get Out, and Get Something.
That's right.
I was thinking that, but then when I heard it was college, I had to change it up a little bit. But if I could read a scripture from the Bible, it would be Jeremiah, the 29th chapter, starting at the 11th verse. And it reads, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart." You got to understand, whatever it is that you're trying to do in life, you have to seek God first with your whole heart. And if you are seeking God, everything that you're trying to get, He will give it to you. You just got to go out there and get it. God's not going to just hand stuff to you when you're not doing no work on your own part. You've worked hard up until this point, but now you got to go out there and you actually got to get up, get out, and get something. Because this is your life, and it's up to you what you're going to do with it. God has laid the plans for you, and God says, "I know the plans I have for you." You got to figure out what those plans are yourself. And that just comes with a relationship with God. You got to put your hand in God's hand and watch what He can do with you. If you just pray about everything that you're going to do and just hold on to Him and never let go, the world is opened up for you. I can't tell people enough that we live in a world that is not designed for us to be successful. But unless you have God with you, you can accomplish anything. And you need to understand that. There are many people that just because you claim to serve God and you look the way you look, there's already a whole group of people that are designed to hate you. And they want to hold you down. And they're going to do everything they can to keep you down. But you know that with God, all things are possible. And all you got to do is hold on to Him and keep running with Him. And you're going to watch what the world's going to do for you. And you're just going to walk right in. The doors are going to be open to you that other people want to close, but understand that when God opens the door, can't no man on this earth close it. And you just walk right in. So just take that with you. The other thing I wanted to say, I was thinking about this, and I'm not trying to tailor the message to one person, but I was told that you were the only one. So that was something I wanted to say directly to you. And I'm not trying to offend nobody. But I was thinking about this, and I'm in education, and there's a book that I like to read with my kids. We read it at the 8th grade level, but to me, it's an awesome book. And if you haven't read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, I think you should read it. And it's not just about a boy that's chasing his dreams. It's about trying to find your purpose in life. And you got to understand what that purpose is, because what you think your purpose is might not be it. But as long as you're traveling on the journey, you'll find out what God has for you. But there was a part of it that I thought about, that the little main character of the book, Santiago, was talking to a man, a wise man, who turns out to be Melchizedek, just like in the Bible, the king of Salem. And he wanted to tell him a story. And I'm going to read a little bit of that for you, so that and I want you to take with it what it's saying. The story said, a certain shopkeeper sent his son to learn about the secret of happiness from the wisest man in the world. The lad wandered throughout the desert for 40 days and finally came upon a beautiful castle high atop a mountain. It was there that the wise man lived. Rather than finding a saintly man, though, our hero, on entering the main room of the castle, saw a hive of activity. Tradesmen came and went. People were conversing in the corners. A small orchestra was playing soft music, and there was a table covered with platters of the most delicious food in that part of the world. The wise man conversed with everyone, and the boy had to wait for 2 hours before it was his turn to be given the man's attention. The wise man listened attentively to the boy's explanation of why he had come, but told him that he didn't have time just then to explain the secret of happiness. He suggested that the boy look around the palace and return in 2 hours. Meanwhile, I want to ask you to do something, said the wise man, handing the boy a teaspoon that held 2 drops of oil. As you wander around, carry this spoon with you without allowing the oil to spill. The boy began climbing and descending the main stairways of the palace, keeping his eyes fixed on the spoon. After 2 hours, he returned to the room where the wise man was. Well, asked the wise man, did you see the Persian tapestries that are hanging in my dining hall? Did you see the garden that it took the master gardener 10 years to create? Did you notice the beautiful parchments in my library? The boy was embarrassed and confessed that he had observed nothing. His only concern had been not to spill the oil that the wise man had entrusted to him. Then go back and observe the marvels of my world, said the wise man. You cannot trust a man if you don't know his house. Relieved, the boy picked up the spoon and returned to his exploration of the palace, this time observing all the works of art on the ceilings and the walls. He saw the gardens, the mountains all around him, the beauty of the flowers and the taste with which everything had been selected. Upon returning to the wise man, he related in detail everything he had seen. But where are the drops of oil I entrusted you? Asked the wise man. Looking down at the spoon he held, the boy saw the oil was gone. Well, there is only one piece of advice I can give you, said the wisest of wise men. The secret of happiness is to see all the marvels of the world and never to forget the drops of oil on the spoon. You got to understand that those drops of oil, that's going to be everything that your parents put into you. And all your time since you've been little till you've grown up now, and not just your parents, but everybody around you, your whole community, and that goes for everybody. People put stuff into you, and it's up to you what you're going to do with it. But when you go out, you got to notice everything around you and notice the beauty of the world. Notice what it is that your purpose is and what you're supposed to do, but you can never forget what was put into you, because you're going to need that one day. And if you only focus on what's around you and forget what was put into you, when you need those drops of oil, they won't be there. So if I can leave you with anything, just understand, never forget what was put into you, never let go of God's hand, and go after your life, whatever it is, and watch what God can do for you. God bless you.